Hey there, YouTube. I wanted to do a quick video review on some knockoff Rage Hypodermic broadheads that I got from China. Bought them on eBay. I think I paid like $8 for a 5-pack. So I've got a real Rage Hypodermic and then 5 of the Chinese knockoffs, and I'll compare them side by side. We'll weigh them on the grain scale. We'll talk a little bit about them. The differences, what they, what's similar, what's different. We'll go out back and I'll shoot one of each, so you can see how they fly, what the comparison is, and we'll see what they do. Okay, so here I've got the 5 Chinese knockoffs and a regular Rage. First thing we'll do is we'll weigh them out on the grain scale just to look at the difference. The 5 Chinese broadheads, they come in just this little baggie, just a little plastic baggie, the 5 broadheads, and they do come with extra shot collars, so that's kind of cool. They do appear to be the same exact shot collar as the regular Rage. They are compatible, so that's kind of neat. The first thing I noticed is a difference between the Rage and then the knockoffs is the Rage, and I'll try to get them close so you can see. The Rage ferrule body is a lot shinier, definitely looks a bit different, and then the tips themselves are a little bit different. The Rage, it seems to be a little bit more of a defined edge on the tip, but don't get me wrong, the Chinese ones are still sharp. The blades appear to be identical. The blades appear to be the exact same stamp. They to me seem just as sharp. I'm no expert in sharpness, but to me they feel exactly the same sharpness wise. So I'll get them close. Again, this one in my right hand, this one here is the regular Rage. This one is one of the knockoffs. You can see as I get it close, if I can get it to focus good, the real Rage shines a bit brighter on the ferrule body than the Chinese knockoff does. I'll get a sideways angle here so you can see the difference in the blade. And it's the slightest difference. I mean, the ferrule tip, they're basically the same shape, same design. The regular Rage is just a bit more defined. But you can see, again, the regular Rage here, the body is shinier, the ferrule. I don't know what the difference in metal that the Chinese knockoffs use. Again, I'm no expert. I just wanted to spend the $8 that I paid just to see what they were, just to see how they compared. I'm not telling you should buy these over regular Rage by any means. That's a decision you can make for yourselves, but I was just curious. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw them on the grain scale. Let me see if I can zoom in on this grain scale so you can see the measurement here. Okay. So we've got it zeroed. We'll go with the regular Rage first. These do have the shot collars installed. Regular Rage, 102.4 grains, and this is a 100 grain broadhead. So even the regular Rage isn't spot on for grain weight. Let me do it without the shot collar just to see what difference that makes. I don't think it'll make much of anything, really. Without the shot collar, 101.6. So you can see that the Rage itself, the name brand Rage, is still not exactly on target for grains. It's not rated 100. I don't suspect these Chinese ones are going to be either, but let's take a check. Again, with the shot collar, this one's 98.8. 98.6, so 0.2 grains difference in that measurement. 98.6, so we got 2 that are exactly 98.6. 97.8, so that's a bit different as well. 98.6, so 3 out of the 5 are exactly 98.6, and 2 are, that's 98.8. Seem to be getting a different reading there. And that looks like 90. 97, 97.8. So these two are a bit off, but so there's clearly, and I don't have more than one of the Rage Hypodermics shot, 2 out of the 3 that I had last year. So I don't have 3 of those to check comparisons to see how they are with intolerances. But clearly the Chinese ones aren't all exactly the same grain weight. My personal opinion, I don't think that slight variation is going to matter. But we're also going to shoot them side by side and see. The next thing I wanted to do, I saw a lot of discussion about the Chinese knockoffs. I read a lot before I purchased them, and a lot of guys were saying that they rattled on the arrows, like the blades would rattle as they shook. Well, I know from experience from shooting the regular Rages for so long, I've been shooting Rage since they came out, that even the name brand Rages rattle on the broadhead, or when it's on the arrow. So we'll check that too. We'll shoot them on the same arrow, out of the same bow, and we'll see how they fly. We'll see what they do. All right, so I've got 2 arrows threaded with broadheads, one with the traditional regular Rage Hypodermic, one with the Chinese knockoff. This one here is the Chinese knockoff. This here is the regular Rage, and I'll show you the difference so you can see the difference in the ferrule bodies again, just so you can see that they're definitely different. One thing I noticed right away after I threaded them on there, I do have with the Chinese broadhead, I don't know if you can hear that, but I have a little bit of rattle with the blade. The broadhead is tight, the shot collar's in place. Blades are definitely rattling just a bit. So then I threaded the regular Rage here, and same thing. And they're both threaded tight. Both have the shot collar in place. Both seem to have the same rattle. Again, I said before that I had shot Rage for a lot of years, and I've noticed this with their broadheads. It doesn't affect the flight. The blades are still fastened in place. It's just something that they do. They don't necessarily lock down securely tight. Sometimes I've had them where they don't rattle, but in this case, this is a regular Rage Hypodermic, and it does show a little bit of the rattle. I'll give you again a close-up of the broadhead body so you can see if we can get it to focus here. This is the traditional Rage Hypodermic. And you can hear that rattle. And then this is the Chinese knockoff. I'll try to get them both in the frame here so you can see them side by side. Sorry, definitely far from a professional at this these video reviews here. All right. So the one behind is the Rage, this one here, and then this is the Chinese knockoff. You can see that the ferrule bodies look a little bit different. Basically the same design, same shape, but they look a little bit different. Again, the regular Rage is shinier, but other than that, they basically are the same. I'm shooting them both on a Easton Full Metal Jacket 400, cut to 28 inches. I'm going to shoot them both out of my Carbon Spider Turbo, 2014 Hoyt Carbon Spider Turbo. I'm probably going to shoot them, right about 30 yards, and we'll compare how they fly. So we'll go down and we'll go shoot them now and just see if they fly the same or if there's drastic difference in flight. All right, so here we are down back. I'm going to shoot both. I'll shoot the regular Rage first, then I'll shoot the knockoff Rage. Both, again, Easton, Full Metal Jacket 400 shafts, shot out of Hoyt Carbon Spider Turbo, Z5 cams, 27.5-inch draw, 70 pounds. This is my hunting bow, so I'm just curious how they fly, and I'm going to shoot them at a 3D deer target. So we'll zoom in on that, and probably I'm not going to get the best arrow flight video for you to see the arrow flight all the way through, but I'll zoom in on the target so you can at least see the impact, and I'll let you know what I think on how they flew. All All right, so here we go. I'm going to shoot the regular Rage first. And again, we're at 30 yards. We'll see how it flies. Flew exactly like a field point. Dead accurate, you know, as I expected. I've had nothing but luck with Rage. Let's check this Chinese knockoff here. See if we get good results. I put those arrows right next to each other, side by side. I saw no difference in flight. Let me get in front of the camera here. They both flew exactly straight. You know, it hit right where I was aiming at, 30 yards. Sounded the same in flight. You could hear that little whistle that you get with any broadhead, but you get with the Rage, and I got it with the Chinese knockoff. So we'll walk up and look at the target. But, you know, so far I'm pretty impressed. Definitely flew and hit where I was aiming, so that's what you want them to do. We'll go see what it looks like on the target. As far as penetration, both arrows penetrated exactly the same depth, basically. The nocks are exactly the same distance apart. They did not penetrate through. This is a pretty dense foam target. Both appear to have the same cut pattern. It's tough to really see because they're right next to each other. I actually cut the fletching of one of the arrows. My first arrow looks like I cut the fletching with the second. That's how close they were together. You can see that that fletching is cut. I'm definitely happy with how they flew. I'll get them out of the target here and we can look at what they look like after impact, and then allow you guys to, you know, make a decision for yourself. But from what I can tell, they fly and act just like a regular Rage, and I'm not going to have any problem using them hunting this year. So let me get them out of the target and we'll see what they look like. All right, I got them pulled out of the target. Both appear to be fully intact. No bent blades. Appear to be fully functional still. The first is the regular Rage. Still has the shot collar on it. It broke the shot collar. Both blades did deploy. Functioned as it should. Definitely be able to reuse that again. Blades aren't bent. Chinese knockoff. Did not break the shot collar, but blades did fully deploy. No blade bending. They both look to be fully intact and definitely function well. I'm impressed. I gotta say I'm impressed. I was a little skeptical. I didn't think that they would fly well, just because they were so cheap and, you know, too good to be true. Things that are too good to be true usually are, but I definitely won't have any problem shooting this Chinese knockoff Rage at a deer this year. I think I paid like $9 for 5 of them. Took like 12 days to get to me, I think. But yeah, that's my opinion. Again, not telling you guys to choose knockoffs over name brand. Just wanted to do an honest video review and let you know what I thought, and there you have it. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to post questions in the field below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But all right, thanks.